I saw someone say recently the intros have been getting longer. That's not intentional. I promise. I promise it's not intentional. But this is the best team in Madden. We're going to cover a lot in this video. It's obviously a big content week. EA just announced cornerback Moss, wide receiver Moss are going to be coming this week. That's going to change our team up. I'll tell you that much. But best team in Madden. It's not the actual highest overall. It is the best team. I'll just be honest. I always get comments. But we switched offenses. We had our best weekend league finish of the year. What did we do? I'll show you. Hey, what is going on, Madden family? I'm trying to make this quick today. So, 1,000 likes, goal in the video. Make sure you enjoyed the video and subscribe and all that. Let's see if we can get 100. We get 100 new people to subscribe based on this video. That'd be pretty cool. Pin comment down below. Underdog Fantasy is going on. Make sure you use code TheActualCC. I appreciate everyone who signs up, supports the channel. It helps me out tremendously, and I cannot thank you guys enough. If you use that code, download the app, you'll get up to $100 in your first deposit match. Again, you could deposit 10 or 25 or 50 or 100, whatever it is up to you. But like I said, we switched offenses, so I'm gonna show you guys. I'm not gonna show you like the offense itself. I'm so unprepared. This is where we are. So I've been running Cincinnati Bengals for a long time, and I'm not gonna like go through the offense, but I was running near wide left slot out of the West Coast playbook. Okay, and we won 21 games. It's an interesting formation. What I liked about it was it's different. People haven't seen it. It's not bunch, so let me try to run something different. It also brings me back to my roots a little bit from how I like to play Madden. I have been very one play touchdown happy this year, overly so, and I think it gets me in a lot of problems. Now you can still do that out of this formation, but what this allows me to do is control the game way more. In a game where possessions really are clutch, controlling the clock is clutch. This formation lets me do a lot. You have wheel routes, you have quick runs, you have posts, you have all sorts of good stuff in here. So this is what I was running. Again, I'm not putting this in a guide or anything at this point in time. Maybe we could, maybe we will, maybe we won't. I don't know. I am going to be updating what I have currently on Madden Turf. I know there's some other guys who are playing on updates as well. But I just wanted to like show that to you guys there, because if I said I ran near wide left slot, ain't nobody gonna know what that is. If you're looking to avoid the packs and save some racks, make sure you head on over to MMOEXP.com to help you build the best team possible. There's a one-stop shop for all your things between MUT, 2K, and many other games. Make sure you use code CC for a 5% discount. Link is in the description below. Let's go be great. For this, like I said, we went 21-4 in weekend league. Very good. I did use Joe Namath, and I was also trying out Peyton Manning. 14 AP still. I know we did the video last week. I was giving him some more tries here, so you're going to see him in the lineup here, but that's not who we used for actually playing the game. Again, we had content. I didn't add a lot of the content. I didn't feel like it was necessary to add a lot of the content here. But we used Joe Namath, not Peyton Manning. Mike Allstott, again, still using and abusing that card. That formation actually lets me use a fullback and a halfback, or you could use a tight end and a halfback if you so choose. In the backfield, so I use Allstott and Dickerson there. We use Torrey Holt and Cooper Kupp, and then Darren Waller as our tight end. So that's how that goes. We're going to break down a game for you, don't worry. Defensively, again, no real changes, honestly, from last week. Still using Tyreek Hill. Luke Kuechly, I know you guys are probably wondering about some ability questions. I think I'm about ready to cover abilities. Again, I don't like to just dive in to say, this is a good ability, because I might cost you a game, and I don't want to be the guy who costs you any games, right? So as I build that video up, what I would like from you guys to put in the comment section are abilities you find that are really good to use. Again, the one big thing I was trying with Luke Kuechly here, and I thought this is a big thing, was trying Crusher. Heavy ball carrier fatigue on hit stick tackles. I've heard from multiple people that if you hit someone a couple times with it, they're basically like they can't ever recover from fatigue. So that's why he also used Enforcer, so he hits them. Now, you would feel like this would mean that when, because I blitz Luke Kuechly, right? I blitz him at the quarterback. And I want to get your quarterback fatigued so he makes bad throws. That is the whole plan around this. Now, I don't know if that happens necessarily, but I know he doesn't really cause a lot of fumbles doing it. So if I happen to play you and you see this video, did you notice your quarterback getting more fatigued? God, let me know, because I do not know how that exactly flows and works. But acrobats, pick artists, unpredictables, very basic stuff out here. Again, Charles Woodson came out. We could have added him to Barry Sanders. We just didn't add him in yet because I'm still was using Kuechly as that spot there. We use Elroy Hirsch on the other spot, essentially. So while I don't dislike the content that came out, obviously there was the Barber brothers, the Diggs brothers, Charles Woodson, Dan Deerdorf, all that sort of stuff. I just didn't feel the need to add them yet. I will add Charles Woodson. It was just me being patient. Patience is key. Oh, CC, I've lost coins. I know, but I was already finishing weekend league by the time that those cards came out, so I wasn't really overly worried about it. Special teams there. Specialists here, again, Isaiah Simmons, Jimmy Graham, a lot of stuff in there. I mixed in a lot of man coverage, zone coverage. I'm really just trying to confuse my opponents this weekend. I still don't, even though I run man, I don't use man abilities. There's something about last year leaves a really bad taste in my mouth to use one step aheads and stuff, so I just won't do it. But again, playbook West Coast Buccaneers defense here. Let's show you a game that we played. I didn't record a lot of games, but I did record a few, and that's okay. So this is a game against Lurked One. I'm picking this one because he messaged me after he said that he was a YouTuber, so I figured, hey, no, here you go, Lurked One. I mean, he's a team too. He's a good team. So this is the new offense, and again, I went into this weekend not really knowing what I was gonna do. I just wanted to be different and try something else, to try to breed and have some more fun instead of the same thing over and over and over and over and over, right? So again, like we saw on the gameplay on Friday, like I wasn't really sure what I was doing. This was a really early point in the weekend, so I still was also not really sure what I was doing. By now, I'm a little more refined with the offense after playing about 30 games so far. So I feel better. So you see, like we set the audibles and all this. I do a lot of flipping the play to have certain things go to certain sides of the field. Again, if I ever want to run a wheel route, decide that I like the look, I need to have the play flipped accordingly. So that's why my play is always going to be flipping here. One good thing about this offense is nobody knows what I'm doing with it, right? They have no idea what's going on. So that little route there from the tight end against a man coverage does so good. It does so good, right? I'd seen that, so I knew that, and I was like, okay, this looks like man. And what I did run into a lot of difference here was actually people running different defensive formations. Because again, they weren't sure 100% what to do. I can almost guarantee that. It's very odd when you see someone come out something like this. It's not single back wing pair or I-form. You don't see it. So kudos to all our opponents who were able to adjust well, kind of on the fly, right? Because that's what they were having to do, was on the fly. Now again, this is me just trying to see what I would want to do with some of these plays and stuff, and you will see me just guessing a little bit of times here, and some stuff is really just not going to be open. They make good coverages and all this, and that's totally fine. Good for them, you know what I mean? I don't know if this is like a great man beating route. How does this work? What zone drops and depths does it get over when people drop extra people in coverage? So again, this is what the beauty of this really to me is it allows me to make choices. And right here we see that he's gonna get open there. It is Deshaun Jackson. Now again, being in a new formation and all that, I didn't sub out correctly all the time. It should have been Cooper Kupp in there, not Deshaun Jackson. He is definitely a better receiver, but I make mistakes at times. Okay. So again, like being able, I hate to be that guy. Wheel routes, they're overpowered. We all know they're overpowered. This lets me have double wheel routes, across the field, coming out of the backfield. You have to try to defend this run. Like Allstott, again, we have Bulldozer and Tank on him. It is 2 AP. It is a lot. I hand the ball off and I just start trucking. I played someone who was running with the Micah Parsons, who I've not used, but that card was a pain to deal with as well. And right here, again, trying to do the little dive. The halfback dive is a much, much faster handoff. Halfback inside there, you see. I was like, okay, well, I know I can dive with it. So, but was trying to do it if everything feels really clouded. Definite problem that I had with the offense was, what do I do in certain situations at the goal line? I don't have really good passing sets and plays yet, so I struggled. I was just like, I'm just going to try to force the ball in here. And, you know, we eventually do get in, thankfully there. And we're going to kick the ball off to him, and he's running. It threw me off. I was like, I don't know what this is. Again, very similar concept that he has going on. This is a different play. Pistol, it was pistol something. Pistol tight slots. I haven't played pistol tight slots all year. I don't know what this is. So again, I'm just going to play as safe and basic as possible until I see like what pass plays are in this, because again, I do not know the pass plays. Does he have is it just good run plays? Does he have a PA post shot or something along those lines where we have to worry about a real good one play bomb? Can he flip the play without me knowing it? It doesn't matter which side the tight end is on, because we see Gesicki is there on the right side. So again, these are little things I'm trying to pay attention to whenever I'm playing a brand new formation, someone I haven't played before, all this sort of information. But again, here, like, he's running the ball on us and we're not trying to defend the run. I'm not trying to specifically defend the run at all. I'm waiting for him to pass. I'm really just waiting for him to pass, because if I come out, again, we come here in cover 4. When you play with a pressed cover 4, a lot of times corner routes, those good corner routes, they will actually get behind the outside quarters, so the outside DBs, the ball will get behind them. So you gotta be careful and all that here. And so he actually does have, we see that, like, it was gonna be a bomb. He does have the play. Pistol blocking is just normally a little bit worse. So if you're going to do this, I don't know why you would just not have like gun tight slots or tight flex or something along those lines. But again, here, like, I see what he was really wanting to do, and okay, you know, he's got Vic and he can move around, but he doesn't legitimately have PA post shot, which is indeed a very, very good passing play. Probably one of it's becoming more popular, but this is definitely one of the more popular passing plays within the game. And again, that's totally fine. So he picks up the first down, and he's gonna roll, and he's getting rid of the ball correctly. Like, we do have coverage set. The idea of how to defend this at a very basic level, not a high level defense, but it looks like he does have to run it this certain way. And so that's why I'm coming over here to try to take the deep bombs. Some of the stuff's not open. He's got a curl, he's got a crosser, he's got the deep routes. So it's easier for us here in zone to make sure that we can defend this correctly. So we have zone drop set adequately, I think, to make sure that that crossing route from Waddle is going to be covered. And again, that's sort of all I'm looking at, and everything is pretty much covered here. So we're doing a pretty good job. He does not fumble. That's fine. It wasn't really a big hit stick I didn't click on or anything. We're doing a decent enough job keeping him there. We are getting no pressure whatsoever. He has all the time in the world. So we need to make sure that this isn't going to work as good for him. Beautiful little 2 curl setup there. It was really nice. Stick spacing. I don't know what stick spacing is, but it was a good read. But again, like, we're covering everything. We're not getting any pass rush. The only time we're hitting him is there. I mean, look at the clock. This game is flying by. I feel like he actually just took too much time. I'm not sure if he was trying to clock out to make sure we couldn't get time to go back down the field. If so, smart enough. Because he does get ball at half. And being down 4 at half getting ball isn't a horrible position. It is not a terrible, terrible position. It's an okay spot to be in. As long as he holds us here, 9 seconds makes it really hard to get into field goal range. Depending on how he kicks the ball, we would have one play to go 35, 40 yards. It can get really tricky. So that's why even me here, I'm like, I don't have the play for this, honestly, with this formation. That is the one thing, the greatest issue I found, and it cost me one of the games for sure. I didn't have a great play that I could trick someone and, holding your best play in your pocket. I don't have that play. I have a better idea now, but not so much at the time. And so right there, I was really hoping we were just going to keep going, but hey, we don't get it. It is halftime. He gets the ball. Down 4. We have the momentum, so he's got the squigglies, which absolutely sucks for him. I hate that, but not my problem. That ain't my problem. I didn't do it. So, I don't feel like I don't feel like we're in trouble in this game yet. We moved the ball pretty well on offense. And we covered everything he wanted to do on defense really well. I think we did an exceptional job there. So you see that I'm trying to keep my user more on the tight end side as he flipped it here. The reason I want to do that is if I have to follow a post across the field, it's going to put me in a much better spot there, right? If I'm trying to follow a post where there could be a streak, it's going to put me in a worse spot. So we see that I'm going here. And like we said with the cover 4, what happens, those post routes will get over the top of those outside quarters. That's exactly what happens there. I know that's a potential thing there, but a lot of times people would streak that receiver. He doesn't. It actually works out smarter for him. If he streaks it, he doesn't have anything open. So good pass. It's just a good pass. It's just a good pass. So again, I watch this back and I know a couple things that I've done wrong, and I don't like it, what I've done. When I'm trying to disguise my coverages, I need them to look the same every single time. Whether it's a baseline, am I pressing, whatever it is. You can see that in cover 4 here, I was not, because I was very, very concerned about those post routes or corner routes getting over the top of my zone. Pretty basic, right? I don't know how he drops that there. Who was that? That card sucks, whoever it is. So again, he's going here and he's throwing these curls. He's throwing a lot of curls, which is actually really smart. If you know that you can throw a curl route against man coverage, as long as they don't have acrobat, it's fine. You low ball it, maybe you aggressive catch it, they come back to the ball a little bit, but whenever they have acrobat, it's a much higher risk of getting intercepted. So he's doing a good job. I don't know if he's actually identifying that I don't have acrobat on Jalen Ramsey there or not, but I can tell you that it's not a bad pass. So whether he knows it or not, he's doing something correct. So good for him. Good for you, Lurked One. But again, we just got to hold the door here. We're up 4. If we can hold him to 3, we're right in this spot here. We're not going to give him much in here. We're really protecting the curls there, you see. And Hurst gets a sack. He runs bench. He probably would have had a corner out there, but he kicks 3. Do you think this is, I know it's 4th and 24, but do you think it's a good decision here to kick 3 anyway? I think he had to here. If it was 4th and 10, maybe you go for it. But we're entering the 4th quarter. I've had the ball 1 time. He assures himself it stays a 1 possession game. Now, should he have onsided is a different question. 100% he should have onsided here. He should have no confidence that he can stop us. He shouldn't. He didn't come close to stopping us. And kicking the ball deep just means that you're giving me enough space to where I might not even need to score in the rest of this game. I could just clock you out potentially here, because we're 1 play away from the 4th quarter. We're a 1st down away from getting into the 2-minute area, and 2 first downs away from timeouts. Like, what I'm talking, by the time I get to the 50, you could be using all your timeouts. So again, like, I have a little setup here, and then, like, it's okay And I run out of bounds. I don't want to throw the ball away because it's going to take the clock. And I make sure that I pick my play faster. So we see the play clock is 27, the game clock is 24. In those situations, the game clock will only run after you pick your play. So me knowing the 27-24 gives me the opportunity and the chance to make sure that the clock will indeed run down, right? Keeps moving. But I saw what I like, so I just went and hiked the ball. It's like, oh, this is man. I can beat this man coverage here, for sure. So we get to first down here again. We see man, so I'm gonna put this route out over there and gonna throw it. Acrobat almost gets there, but the reason I feel okay, I know you may, let's look at this. Why is this an okay pass? Because that's a linebacker going out into coverage without any abilities. You know what he's gonna do? Absolutely nothing. He's gonna not animate whatsoever. Not worried about him anywhere in the play, nowhere in the play call. So always keep that in mind if you happen to see that. So again, I want to take the clock with us as much as possible. Again, feel like it's going to be man. We can try to make the read here. Low ball is your friend, especially against coverage like this. We do low ball, and wow, that's good now because we're actually in field goal range. So if he happens to stop us, we can at least make it a 4-point game and do all that. So I want to try to get this clock down, get to the 2-minute warning. We are on the right yard line and time frame where we could actually bleed this clock out. And if we get the chance, I will do it. If we get the chance to score, though, I will also take it here for sure. My call stop powering through there. And now the only way we would be able to clock him out is if we were to get to a 3rd and inches and get a first down or something, you know? Is this the most exciting offense in the world? The answer is no, not in this game especially. But again, I wanted to put I picked this specific game again because the guy, he was nice and he said he did YouTube as well. So I figured that was a nice thing to do. You know what I mean? So it's cool. So again, these are just me trying to take the clock. That's all I'm trying to do. Like if I will try to pass here at this situation and try to get the first down, but the other plays, again, I have enough confidence that I can pick up a couple yards when I need it. Again, a little low ball on the drag there. Easy peasy. He doesn't have anyone that he can really put out there in coverage. He's in 3-4 odd. These linebackers aren't going to animate correctly at all. They are not. So I'm not worried about it at all. I'm going to throw that ball 100% of the time. Again here, like I'm not trying to get in at this point. I would much rather take his timeouts and force him to have to move the ball potentially without any timeouts here. This is what this offense allows me to do. It helps me, we'll say, win more, win better, play a smarter, cleaner game. I do play like an idiot fairly often. Here we can actually clock out. I don't know why I didn't just clock out, but we can basically just clock out here, right? So again, 4th and goal, you let the time drip. Do you go for the touchdown or do you kick the field goal? Well, to me, getting into field goal range is indeed really, really easy in this game. It is one out of bounds pass, so I kick the field goal with 8 seconds left. I think that was a really smart play. Gives him a small chance here, super small chance, but he has to get 7 now. The field goal is the right call. Some people would say, oh, if I get the touchdown, the game's over. The game's pretty much over anyway. The game's pretty much over anyway, right? Barring a kickoff return, but now 5 seconds, which means he has 1 play. And if you have 1 play, I'm going to go into 3 deep. I'm going to wait to see what you come out in so you can't like super pancake me potentially. I know what the rules are, but sometimes I feel like they just don't work correctly. So he comes in Trey Y flex. Immediately, my mind says, hey, it's PA crossers. All right. I mean, you see Trey Y flex and you get PA crossers. It's 100% has to be PA crossers. There's no other play it could be unless you run the ball. There's the play action. There's the crosser. There's the post. Perfect. As soon as he rolls, we just throw someone out there. He tries to make something work. Doesn't happen, but we do end up winning that game. GG's to him. Again, this was very early on, so I felt less comfortable, but I took a lot of clock. So did he. I think he probably should have done something a little bit different on offense. Just a little bit more. The way I see it, and this is the truth, when you talk about field goals within this game, every time you kick 2 field goals, it's the same as 1 turnover. Okay, so basically he turned the ball over to us. That's the way the scoreboard feels. That's the way the scoreboard reads. That is going to be it for this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you guys ever want to just go play a different formation or learn something, go for it, man. It makes the game a little bit more fun. I'm all here for it. We'll try to refine this a little bit, but I appreciate you guys' time. Good luck. Be great. And I'm out. Peace.